Queens, and happy Pride. But because this is 2020 and the world is what it is right now, there's one more important thing than happy Pride that we have to say, which is Black Lives Matter. This is a different Pride than we've ever had in our lifetime, and one that's more important than ever because we have to stand with our brothers and sisters for equality. People are protesting the police brutality, murders at the hands of the police, and there's a big change coming to this country. We have to stand with it, and if you're not on board, sweetie, you need to get on board. Because Lady Red, Pride started with what?
A riot.
That's right. Black transgender women were the ones who started that off, and we need to protect and support all of our people. Am I right?
That's right.
Now, one of the people we need to hear from the most is you, Lady Red. How are you doing right now?
Oh, I am here, and I am never been through this in my life, but I'm grateful to be a part of this movement. I actually think Hey Qween spearheaded this quite a while ago. We've been talking about this in our conversations for a minute, and when it actually happened that we have to stand together, we're standing together. I appreciate every life that is given for us. You understand what I'm saying? This wasn't created overnight. And is standing in the whole spirit of pride. We're going to stand. We're going to stand. If the police don't want to act right, we got to get to them and talk to them and help them realize they're human. You were not born blue, but you were born Black. You were born Hispanic. You were born what you were born. So we want, to get to them and really just talk to them and get them on our side, honey. Because at the end of the day, we all human, and we all need to stand together. Because we ain't nothing if we're not going to be what? Better.
That's right. And here at Hey Qween, for this Hey Qween Pride, we're going to do what we've always done, which is amplify the voices of some of our favorite melanated queens, our queens that we love, queens that we want to protect, and queens that we want to be able to share their stories with you. And today, sweetie, we are lucky enough to have one of the most beloved queens in all of drag with us today, our good sis, the one, the only, the chunky yet funky, the large and in charge, the one and only Latrice Royale, live from Florida.
Yes! Hey, Queens!
You are looking stunning today, honey.
I put on my Sunday best on Tuesday.
You are a sight for sore eyes.
Thank you.
Right now, how are you processing everything that's going on? It's Pride Month, but it's so much more than that right now.
It really, really is. It has been, I will not lie, it has been tough, honey. It's been a process to process all the things that's going on, and keeping my mental health and my emotions in check and my marriage in check. And it's a lot to, my household, it's a lot to navigate through, especially in these times. And, but you know what? Strength and endurance and perseverance, I've been through prison, so I can get through this. You know what I mean?
Have you ever experienced the kind of police brutality that's going on right now that we've seen so many different examples of over and over again that now are coming more to light? What's your experience been?
Well, I've been very blessed and fortunate to not have gone through such brutal, horrible situations with the police, the Popo. My experiences have been, as good, I guess, as good as they could come, if, you have to have interaction with the police. The outcome has been as best case scenario as possible for me. I have witnessed while I was incarcerated, some things go on that I was just mind-boggling, and I feel like they feel like there's no repercussions, that they are the law, and that, who's gonna check me, boo? That kind of thing. And, and like right now, baby, all these cameras that's out, that's who's gonna check you, boo. Because this is not new. This is now just being seen. So, yeah.
What's helping you feel like you're able to make a bit of a difference?
Well, I lead with love, and that's always been who I am and what I'm about. And so I try to encourage all of my followers and fans to follow and get on board with that, because love and empathy goes a long way right now. And if we just stay angry all the time and we're ready to pounce on the very first person that makes a mistake or says something out of the side of their neck, then, you know, we're never going to heal. We're not going to move forward. So it's like, at some point, the empathy has to come in and say, okay, well, you might have been naive. This might not have been on your radar, but this is very real. And I'm glad that you're now trying to make effort and do your part and educate yourself and get on the bandwagon, get on board, you know. But I think too often, too quick, we're ready to shoot people down before we hear them completely out. And I think that's part of the frustration, is that everyone wants to be heard and we want to tell our side of the story, you know. And this has been going on for 400 years, since the beginning of this country's existence, whatever. So this is nothing new for us.
Right. Lady Raida, what has your experience been?
I just think that, you know, honestly, we need to be uncomfortable to be comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times we let shit go. We just let stuff go, let it go, let it go, let it go. Well, this ain't no Disney movie, and we are not Frozen. We need to discuss this stuff.
Yeah.
And the police, you need to be defunded if you can't obey. If you can't do what you're supposed to do and not beat up on our people, you can't be funded. We don't get funded for that. Why should they? You know?
Amen. Amen. And a lot of us can't even afford the health care after they done beat us down, you know? So, like, it's so, I mean, it just runs deep. It runs so deep. And I have, like, I expressed my hurt. I had to go and turn to my fans, you know, a week ago or so, and just really pour out my heart, because I was really in an emotional state, and it was keeping me up at night, and I couldn't focus, you know. I was still trying to, like, do my jobs and my obligations, but there's a part of my heart that's not in it. You know what I mean? Because it just feels like there are bigger things to be worried about and focused on. And although drag, you know, it is, for so many people, is an escape, and it's that breath of fresh air and relief that they need during this time, especially at home. They need something to turn to that's going to give them some kind of positive outlook and some kind of joy within themselves, you know. And so if I'm able to do that, then so be it, you know.
Well, we were able to experience a little bit of joy together when we crowned a winner of the last season of Drag Race, the beautiful Jaida Hall. How was to see that crown go to that queen?
I am and was ecstatic for Jaida, and I have to tell you, like, after seeing, I think you guys posted or retweeted the little parade that came by her house. That, I mean, me and Christopher were just in tears, just celebrating with her, because we're like, this is, I'm gonna get emotional. This is a Black man that is being celebrated in the streets, and it's so what we needed to see, rather than a Black man being beat down and killed in the street, you know? So to have that juxtaposition happen, and just like, it was such a wonderful moment, and it brought me such great joy. And not only Jaida, but Heidi. I was rooting for Heidi to be Congeniality, and I'm like, woo, number two! I was just so, I was just beyond ecstatic. And so, you know, of course, I went on and I sent them both private messages of congratulations and to welcome them, and how proud and happy I am for them both. So, yeah, it's a time to celebrate it. Yeah, that was great joy.
Now, you've been involved in voting rights for former felons who recently were able to vote again for the first time in a long time. And in Florida, we know that Florida is a big part of swinging the next election.
Yeah.
What can you tell us about that, and what's important for people to know, and what can we all do?
Well, the biggest thing that the hurdle that we have to get past is getting people to the polls. Like, I don't care if your nominee didn't make it and didn't win, or you didn't get the right pick, or whoever, whatever. We have a job to do. And like, if you want change and great change, we as a people have to go out. And I mean my black family, because we are really down when it comes to the polls. We have not done our part, you know? And it's like, that is the part I need to impress upon all of them, and our youth too as well. Please vote. And if you're not doing it for yourself, do it for someone who doesn't have a voice, you know? And like, we have to make this change, and like, we have to get this man out of here, because like, I can't do 4 more years of this. I don't know how I'm gonna mentally and physically be able to get through 4 more years of hell like this. So it's like, I'm so happy to be able to use my voice for the first time in over 2 decades. And I'm shouting it from the rooftops. I am a registered voter. I got my voter's registration card. I know what school to go to. And I'm ready to go do it. You know what I mean? And I just really want to impress upon everybody to really go out. Please, 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 and vote. It's so important.
Now, you've done a really great project based on the Nina Simone song, For Women. Tell us about that. It's releasing today, actually, right?
It's releasing today. I'm so excited. I just got the final cut back. And, you know, it was a project that I have been talking about for a couple of 2, 3, 4, 5 years now, that I wanted to do with some other queens, with 3 other queens of me, you know? And it just never worked out, timing, schedule, boo-boo-bobby-bobby-boo-boo-doo. But I was like, well, if we're in this digital age, I'm going to be all for women. I'm big enough. So I got into character, and, you know, and we filmed right here in my home. And I'm really excited to tell and share these stories, because it really is the struggle of the Black woman. And all these women have changed the trajectory of America today. And so it really is in tribute to our past, present, and future. So I hope it's received in the light that I'm trying to bring it. And I put a lot of heart in it. It's just all heart and celebration. So